There's a story about Ronaldo, Elon Musk, and LeBron James. At a huge charity auction, Ronaldo and Elon get into a bidding war over one prize, a dinner with LeBron James. The auction started at $500,000. Ronaldo bids, Elon doubles it, again and again. The number climbs until Ronaldo finally puts down $5 million, and he wins. Everyone assumes that it's going to be a private, elite dinner between the two icons, that there might be VIPs, paparazzi, security. But the night of the dinner, Ronaldo doesn't show up alone. He shows up with 20 kids. 20 kids from low-income neighborhoods in Los Angeles. When he meets LeBron, he tells him, "This dinner isn't for me, it's for them." LeBron is so moved, he changes the entire night. He skips the fancy dinner and takes them straight to the gym. And for 4 hours, LeBron teaches the kids how to dribble, how to shoot, how to pass, how to play. A night that started as a bidding war turned into something none of them would forget. Some versions say that later Ronaldo said that it was the best $5 million he'd ever spent. Other versions say that Elon Musk ended up texting him saying, "Well done." But that's the story, and that's how the internet tells it. And whether this story is real or fake, I love it so much because there's something bold about it. Most people think that being bold is about the spotlight, about the moment, about your name being called, about you rising. But real boldness is who you pull up with you when the door finally opens. Ronaldo didn't just walk into that room, he walked into that room with 20 kids who would have never been invited. He didn't use the moment for himself, he used the moment to hand opportunity to people who didn't have access. That's what made it bold. That's what made it unforgettable. That is what made it legendary. And the part that people forget is this: being bold rarely looks bold in the moment. It looks weird, it looks unnecessary, it looks confusing, maybe even a little dramatic. Just like learning guitar at 65 and sounding awful for months. Running your first mile and gasping for air while you train for a marathon. Starting a project that seems way bigger than your skill set. Moving cities without a plan, leaving a safe job that everyone would have stayed in. Walking into a new chapter before you feel ready. Bold looks stupid at the beginning. It only looks legendary at the end. And here's what I think is the most important part. Bold isn't just about what you're willing to do. It's about who you're willing to bring with you. When you decide to get into the best shape of your life, you inspire someone close to you to start too. When you learn an instrument at an age that people call too late, you give someone else permission to pick up their passion again. When you leave a job that's draining you, you show a friend what self-respect actually looks like. When you start the project that scares you, you create a blueprint for someone who is too afraid to try. Boldness always affects more than you. It ripples, it echoes, it lifts. Your bold move becomes someone else's first step. Just like Ronaldo, your moment becomes someone else's access. Bold isn't expensive, bold isn't loud, bold isn't complicated. Bold is this: you walk through the door and then you turn around to see who's behind you, waiting for you to say, "Come." That's what makes a bold decision unforgettable. That's what turns a strange moment into a legend. And that is the real punchline of this story. Not the $5 million, not the dinner, not the bid. The boldest thing he did was refuse to walk in alone. So remember, while you're being bold, while you're putting yourself out there, and you're actively going after the things that are challenging you, know that you are inspiring someone else. Know that you are opening the door for someone else. And it's up to you to let them in or to keep going alone. Personally, my dream is to help youth and kids express their voice. When I was young, I didn't really learn English until my parents moved across the world and threw me into an English daycare. And I was really young and I couldn't really understand how to speak to everyone else. So the only language that I used to actually connect and make friends was through sports, because playing soccer, kicking a soccer ball into a net is a universal language. So I, from a young age, struggled with sharing my voice, struggled with speaking up. And it was thanks to my parents, thanks to teachers, thanks to people that really pushed me forward to speak up and to share what I had to say and to not be afraid to be misunderstood sometimes. And I found the power of a story. I found the power of sharing your voice. And so I guess I'm saying this for the first time on this video, but I would love to build this into a movement to not just help others be bold in their life, but personally, I would love to help youth share their voices and build that inner confidence to speak up. So it's something that I'm actively working towards, but I found the story, whether it was real or not, to be so powerful and such a great reminder of the type of leadership that we build when we're putting ourselves out there and choosing to be bold for the first time. It starts with you, but it ripples and it grows to an invitation for everyone around you. So I encourage you to keep going. This is day 46 out of 100 bold. I appreciate you being here. Crush it today. And remember, to act bold, you need to be kid brave again.